So, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. This time we're going to talk about the history of the Tottenham. The history of the Tottenham is Harry Kane. Well done. Fantastic. Well done, Harry. Congratulations, Harry. 267, Harry. Believe it or not, he has still not broken the record. People will and say, what do you mean, Lee? He's not broken the record. Well, Jimmy Greaves had two Charity Shield goals disallowed that are not on the records. They're not disallowed. They were actually official goals that Jimmy Greaves scored that are actually not on the record books for some reason. So he's actually technically still one behind Jimmy Greaves' record. I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. I don't want to be in big trouble. But big up to everyone inside, man. Come on. You lot are mad. Yeah, 600 people in there real quick. Make sure you smash the granny out of the like button. Yeah, come on. Big up to everyone who likes the music. There's a lot of people that don't. Oh, why you got a 5-minute intro? It's not an intro, mate. It's a countdown. And if you're watching on playback, just skip 5 minutes. It's not difficult, is it? Even Harry Kane can do it. But yes, well done. Congratulations, Harry. Fantastic result. Manchester City are fuming. Pep is absolutely rattled. Well, yes, when you come all the way 4 hours and 20 minutes to get to a hotel, shut up, mate. It's like going to Northern Europe, he said. Mate, you are absolutely rattled. And I'll tell you something now. I'll stand by my statement that I said, clip this, put this on your Twitter accounts to get traction. Lee Gunner's about to be positive because apparently I'm so negative. Clip this. I said, after we beat Manchester United, I do think we'll win the league. I think we'll win the league. Having fast forward a couple of weeks later, I actually still think we'll win the league. And fair play if we do win the league. Now, all the Arsenal fans that are out there, oh, thank you, Harold. Thank you, Harry. Oh, cheers, mate. All jumping up and down, cheering Tottenham's goals. Are the same fans that were sitting there telling me, oh, if you can't see what Arteta's doing, you can F off down the lane, mate. Really? Top Lily Whites are out in form today, yeah? Top Gooners posing as Lily Whites. But anyway, let's talk about this game. Let's talk about yesterday's game. And let's do half hour or so of a nice little soothing Sunday night sesh. Smash them likes. Exactly. You tell them, bro. Good evening to everybody in here. Come on. Big up to everyone. Leandro. Late again. I'm never late, bro. I'm always on time. I'm always on time. Ask Aaliyah. I don't know what the intro song's called. I need to find out, if I'm honest. I literally have no idea. It wasn't Melissa that did that. It was Mohammed Halimi. Halimi by name in the chat. So big up to Halimi as well, man. He did the countdown. But yeah, big up Mr. B for the donations as well. Greaves was a total baller, RIP. Yeah, listen, Jimmy Greaves, who still holds the record. I know I don't want to burst Spurs' bubble and all that and Harry Kane's bubble, but you are still technically one behind, my friend, because Jimmy Greaves, for those that have just arrived in the room, Jimmy Greaves had two goals not on the record books for some reason that he scored in the Community Shield. But Jimmy Greaves has won a World Cup. I'm pretty sure he's won in Europe. Pretty sure he's won a league a couple of times, perhaps. What do I know? Harry, well done, mate. Yay! Did you see the glee on his face? The excitement, fist pumping. Yes, everyone. Oh, Antonio saying, grazie, Harry, grazie. Well done. Antonio Conte couldn't care less, by the way. My man, big up to Antonio Conte. Hopefully he's recovering well. But Antonio Conte couldn't care less. He's just putting that out there just to, oh, yes. Oh, we did it for Antonio. Oh, no, you didn't. You did it for Arteta. Once a gooner, always a gooner. But as great as that was, watching Manchester City lose today, and they were extremely average, by the way, extremely average. The one player that could unlock the door, the one player that is the most technically gifted player in the league, the one player that actually, every time he gets the ball, could win a penalty, could score a screamer, could ping a 30-yard free kick in, could flop it onto Haaland's head, did hit the bar. Pep went, Maris, you're hooked, my friends. Hey, big up Pep. He's sabotaging his own season. Pep's ruthless. Yeah, Pep is absolutely ruthless. And I'll tell you what, watching that game tonight, or this evening, I do actually think we stand a good chance of beating them. Like, that ain't even debatable. Like, I actually think we're in the game. And as poor as we was yesterday, and we were disgusting, by the way, let's not pretend we weren't, like, disgusting. It was shocking. For me, them beating Man City today makes that result even worse. And there'll be people out there saying, oh, why are you being so negative? We kept the 5-point cushion with a game in hand. Okay, cool. Let me tell you why. Yeah, before you all start crying, smash the likes up. Subscribe to the channel. Second channel as well, Lee Reacts. The video will be out probably Friday. Anyone who is editing that, please, 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 if you are watching this, I've already had one person come back rapid fire, job done, and it's a good edit as well. So anybody who I've sent that to be edited to, please try and get it done by Friday. If not, then I'll just be going with what's come back to me. It is what it is, and we move. But anyway, the reason I'm more upset about yesterday after watching that today is the fact that Manchester City are 5 points behind Arsenal. We've got to play Brentford at the weekend. At home, I do think we'll beat them. They've got Aston Villa. I do think they'll beat Aston Villa as well, by the way. So that's still 5 points going into the game on Wednesday, a week Wednesday, against Manchester City. If for whatever reason we do not end up beating them, that is now only 2 points, and yes, we still have a game in hand. But let's not forget, we still have to play them again at their ground, which, by the way, our record there is disgusting. It stinks. Stinks worse than Harry Kane's loser mentality. But anyway, if we had won yesterday, which, let's be real, we didn't deserve to, but on paper, you look at the game, Sean Dyche, we know what he's going to do. We know how he's going to act. We know what the players are going to do. We know his tactics. We know what their style of play is going to be. We need to rise above it. Positive signs and all of that. So if we had won that game yesterday and then they go and lose today, we're then 8 points clear. Now it doesn't necessarily matter so much if we lose to them twice, because we'll still have a 2-point cushion with a game in hand. And for me, mentally, Pep looks gone. Like, he looks out here, like finished. He's kind of resigned to his fate. Same as most of their Manchester City players. It's almost like they're trying to do what they did last season, and mentally in their brains, they think they can still do it, but the legs are telling them otherwise. Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, Jack Grealish, I thought he actually played all right today, by the way. But the rest of that team, Bernardo Silva should have been hooked at half-time. What a shocking performance from him, by the way. How he stayed on that pitch for as long as he did is a miracle. And then, like I said, the one player that is probably their best player and has been their best player over the last 2.5 seasons, he hooked him off. He hooked him off. Mad. But listen, their loss is our gain. Cool. But at the same time, that loss for us yesterday cannot just be swept under the carpet. We have done this way too many times in the last decade, 2 decades nearly. Oh, let's just pick up the rug, sweep it under the carpet. Yes, oh, it don't matter. Ha, let's laugh at Man City. Ha, ha. Oh, yeah, well done, Tottenham. Ha. Oh, he's one of our own and all of that. Yeah, whilst that's all great, cool, fantastic, whatever. The fact and reality is we lost to Everton. Everton. And if we had won that game yesterday, how much sweeter would it have been if they had lost today? We would have been 8 points clear with a game in hand, which is not until later down the road. But not only that, we play them in 10 days. And they look a shambles right now. Now, if we beat them, we're now 11 points clear with a game in hand. Even if we lose, we're still 5 points clear with a game in hand. That game yesterday, very, very, very much so, could come back to haunt us. Yeah, and whilst it's great and all laugh and have a joke and all of that and do what fans do, cool. I'm not trying to be a killjoy or anything. I'm not trying to be negative and toxic. Yeah, let's not pretend that we looked a shadow of what we have looked all season. Man City have played like that all season, so that kind of didn't really surprise me. Yes, I did expect them to win, but at the same time, probably shouldn't have done. Maybe that was just me being, oh, okay, well, it's Man City, it's Pep, they got great players. But they've played like that all season. So the fact that we are still 5 points clear, cool, fantastic. If we lose to them, that is devastating for Arsenal. So let's just keep these standards high. Let's apply pressure. Yeah, pressure bursts pipes. Pressure makes diamonds. Yeah, let's keep that pressure applied because cool, we got out of jail. We lost. They lost. Fantastic. We've got another game off the board. That game could come back to haunt us because are they going to be this crap all season? Well, nothing in the last 5 years suggests that. Although saying that, this season, they have been awful at times. They look today so one-dimensional, it was disgusting. Yeah, fair play. Because as I was saying, if we win the league this season, we fully would have deserved it. Don't care whether Man City fell off. Don't care whether Chelsea, Liverpool fell off. Don't care about Man United on the resurgence, but not quite there yet. Don't care about any other team. If Arsenal win the title this season, we fully deserve to win the title. Let's just have that. Clip that as well. Put that on your Twitter. But that 3 points dropped yesterday, that could be the difference between us not winning the title or winning the title. Because we didn't even look like scoring yesterday. Yeah, at least they looked like scoring today a few times. They hit the bar. You know, Grealish had a couple of chances. Alvarez had a couple of double deflections over the bar. You know, they did actually look semi-like scoring today, Man City. We didn't look like scoring yesterday. What did we do yesterday? So whilst it's great that they've dropped points and it's fantastic and we're still 5 points clear and we've knocked another game off the board each, cool. Yeah, we need to up our game against Brentford. And I want to see a massive, massive turnaround against Brentford because if we go through limping our way through the next couple of games, we're going to end up with 1 or 0 points. It'll be either a draw and a loss or it'll be a loss and a loss. Because I'll tell you what, Brentford are better than Everton. And Thomas Frank, he'll be sitting there looking at Sean Dyche's performance last night and going, boy, that's how you beat Arsenal. And if we go back into the second pre-season, the World Cup pre-season, Juventus did exactly the same to us, by the way. Newcastle got a draw against us by doing exactly the same, by the way. Everton managed to get 3 points against us by doing exactly the same. So, listen, enjoy it. Have a great weekend. It's a nice finish to the weekend. They beat Man City. Man City are in the gutter. Pep looks finished. Like this season, he's resigned to his fate. He's having meltdowns. He's moaning about the 4-hour journey to get to a hotel. Bro, your football club is sponsored by an airline. You could have flown. But there we go. Anyway, we need to get... this cough still won't go. But anyway, it could have been 8 points clear. And that is why, yes, whilst that's great that they've lost today, City, let's not forget that performance yesterday. And let's see what they do against Brentford on Saturday coming. Because that 3 points could be the difference between us winning our first title in 19 years or not. Even if we get a result against Man City, yeah, a draw, a win, let's not rule them out just yet. We have to keep applying pressure to Arsenal. Forget what they're doing. We have to do what we're doing. Yeah, we have to do what they're doing. Come on, big up my boy Jolien, man. Come on. Elite mentality. Let's win the league, then retain it the following season. Come on, Joe. You already know, bro. Come on. I love you to bits, man. You're my boy for life. Yeah, anything less than that is a failure. Exactly. Facts. Bro, I see Man United fans out here. I sent you the text earlier. I put them on my Insta. Follow my Insta, LeagueGunner82 people. Yeah, there's Mike, LUHG. That guy's standards are like me and my friend Jolien. Yeah. Me and Jolien, like, he's not just watching me online. We're actually pals. This guy's mentality, and he runs a football team, a girls' football team, yeah? Mentality level 100. Wednesday, he's got a cup game against a team that he lost to in the league. The only loss he's had this season. In fact, the only loss he's had as manager in the last 2 seasons. Last season, he won the league and the cup. Then this season, he's going, boom, leveled up, divisioned up, age group up, all of that. And that is his first loss of the season. The manager that he was up against, he was winning 2-0 against him. The manager has actually got coaching badges, official licensed coaching badges. He lost in stoppage time, 3-2 after going 2-0 up. And the manager, with all the coaching badges, yeah, that's paid thousands for these coaching badges, went, better luck next time, mate, after jumping around, knee sliding on the pitch and all of that. Guess who my friends got in the cup on Wednesday? Oh, yes, the same manager. I'm telling you right now, Joe, you will tell them in the chat as well, my friend. You are slapping them comfortably on Wednesday because do you know what? You took the mick, you got extremely lucky, and then you want to act like a fool. Cool. Lose the battle, win the war. Yeah, and unfortunately, this is what I have done as an Arsenal fan for many, many years. I lose many battles, but I always win the war. Why? Because I see the same story year in, year out. We're top of the table. We're flying high. That performance yesterday stunk. It was disgusting. Luckily for us, Manchester City have fallen flat on their face at White Hart Lane again without scoring a goal again. Cool, we got out of jail. But now, don't that make that result yesterday even worse? Because even if we'd picked up a draw, it's now another point ahead of them. That's now 6 points with a game in hand. Now, even if you beat us, cool, you might be above us on goal difference. But we got a game in hand. Even if we get 1 point in the game in hand, we're now winning the title. Or above you at least. And that is how small the margins are at elite level sport. And most people don't grasp the concept of elite level sport. It ain't just to get in the Champions League. I couldn't give 2 Fs about getting Champions League football. I have seen Arsene Wenger stink it out in the Champions League for 2 decades. 5-1, 5-1, 5-1, 3 times to Bayern. Messi, 4 goals. Chipping Almunia and volleying it in. Like, I've seen this get pammed all around Europe like a peace pipe. Passed around like a peace pipe. And people are going, oh, yes, goosebumps if we get back in the Champions League. I couldn't care less about Champions League unless this football club, via its fans, raise the bar and say, let's go and win it. I see a post, I'll put it on my Instagram, of a Real Madrid fan. It was on DR Sports on their shorts. And it was a Real Madrid fan. And Robbie was asking the Real Madrid fan, the whole squad, all the players, keep, sell, or bench. It gets to Modric, bench. Cool. Gets to Cruz, bench. Karim Benzema, bench. Ancelotti, thank you very much, mate. What a legend you are. But this is your last season, he said. Get rid. That is the mentality of elite level football clubs. Yeah, that is the elite mentality. We smashed a stadium down that Sir Peter Hillwood told me in 2004 we're going to compete with Real Madrid. Real Madrid were already elite back then, yeah? Now fast forward, 19 years later, guess what? They're the current European champions and still elite. And what have we done in that 19 years apart from faff around? Lost the Champions League final, won an FA Cup in 2005, won 4 more after that. Cool. What have Real Madrid won? Because we were moving to compete with them 19 years ago. Peter Hillwood told me that. We moved into the stadium a few years later. We've gone like that. Oh, quick, an FA Cup. Oh, like that. FA Cup. Oh, like that. Top 4, top 4, top 4. Oh, off a cliff. Top 4 is not the be-all and end-all. Yeah, top 4, I couldn't care less. Go and compete to win the Champions League. Because if you're in it, try and win it. Yeah, try and win it. Yeah, and we don't. And unfortunately for us, we have way too many fans comfortable with mediocrity. Yeah, and that is because a previous manager or previous manager told us that 4th is better than the FA Cup. The same FA Cup, by the way, that when his job was actually on the line, he actually went and tried to win it and did win it. So when you want to win it and you try to win it, you can win it. Compete for it at least. At least give it a go. We don't. And we've got way too many fans comfortable with that. So whilst it's great and we can all laugh at Man City and we got away with that result at Everton. Yeah, great, cool. If we lose the league by a couple of points, that result at Everton is going to come back to haunt us, isn't it? So let's keep the standards high. Yeah, Real Madrid keep the standards high. That is the club we moved to compete with. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona. Yeah, Barcelona are playing now. Let's check the score. I don't even know the score and I could watch the game. It's on the zone. I guarantee they're winning. 0-0. There you go. I lied. So they're not winning. Let's have a look. 57 minutes gone at home to Sevilla. Sevilla have had 1 shot. They will win that game, by the way. I guarantee Barcelona will win that game. And if I go and have a look at the league table, I believe Barca are top. Yes, they're top. They're currently top. 6 points clear as it stands. If they win that game, they will be 8 points clear. We move to compete with Barcelona. We move to compete with Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Let's have a little look at the Bundesliga table. I don't even need to look at it because I already know and I haven't looked at it all season. I guarantee Bayern are top. Guaranteed. Oh, look. Yes, they're top. 1 point clear of Union Berlin. Wow. Big up Union Berlin. 3 ahead of Dortmund. And guaranteed, if Bayern Munich do not win the league, and they've only lost one game this season, by the way, if they do not win the league, their fans will be crying and screaming to get Nagelsmann sacked, because the standards are win the league, that's a given. Now compete for Champions League. You have to compete for every cup. And if you don't win the league, I guarantee they sack Nagelsmann. Nailed on, they'll sack him if you don't win it. If Dortmund, Berlin, who else is in there? Leipzig are only 4 points behind. Frankfurt are only 5. Freiburg are only 6. They could go 1-6 real quick, just like that. And I guarantee if Bayern Munich do not win the league this season, they will sack Nagelsmann. And they'll go and invest. They'll go and get another manager, a top quality manager, and they'll go again to keep the standards high. Real Madrid will do the same. Real Madrid, whether they win the league or not, is probably Ancelotti's last season at Real Madrid. Why? Because that club constantly evolves. And at Arsenal, if we get top 4, don't win anything this season, that's seen as a miracle. Sorry, mate, it ain't. So whilst it's great that Tottenham beat Man City, cool, we better fix up, because that weren't good enough yesterday. And if we keep them standards to what I'm saying and where they should be as a fan base, then the standards should never drop below that. 3 losses on the spin, 2 losses out of 5. Sorry, that ain't. No, 1 loss is not acceptable. 1 loss is not acceptable. This is Arsenal Football Club. So, cool, we can dust ourselves off and go again against Brentford. They better pan Brentford. Yeah, because if they put in some limp, lackluster performance and sneak a 1-0 victory against Brentford, well, you ain't really learnt from Everton, have you? And then you've got Man City. Now, as bad as they've been, our record against them is shocking. Absolutely shocking. So now, even if we sneak a dirty, dusty little win against them, against Brentford, you watch Man City turn up and turn into prime Barcelona. Because that's what we do. And that is why I keep saying, keep the standards high. Don't let these players off. Don't let them have a bad day. No, there is no bad days, mate. If you want to be the best, you don't have a day off. You ain't. I could have sat here tonight and said, sorry, I'm having a day off. And I actually thought about it. And I went, do you know what? No, I'm going to wait till this Man City game finishes and I'm going live. I could have had a day off. I've worked my nuts off this year. Literally 3 streams, 4 streams, 5 streams on multiple channels, uploading videos left. I could have said, do you know what? I fancy a day off. I had 90,000 views yesterday. The money's good yesterday. Cool. Yeah, whatever. Earned good money this year. Fuck it. I'll have a day off. No. Instead, I went, bang, let's go again. Yeah, and that is what you have to do. If you want to be the best and you want to strive to be the best, you have to beat the best. And that starts with mentality. And unfortunately, for 19 years, the lack of mentality at this football club is why we've not won nothing for 19 years. Major honour if you want to take the FA Cups out. But there we go. Anyway, let me rifle through some of these comments. Big up to 1,100 people watching, man. I bet we ain't got 1,100 likes. 300. Come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. Big up to Cole Rossi gifting out 5 memberships as well, man. Bro, it don't come up on StreamYard, so I'm kind of lucky I see that on the other screen. But thank you, man. Come on. Big up. Big love, man. You've been here since day as well, so big up to you. But yes, we need to keep the standards high. Yeah, 1 loss. Yeah, 1 loss. Oh, it ain't the end of the world. Well, it is if you want to win a league title. It is. 1 loss is the end of the world if you want to be champions. Yeah, 1 loss is the end of the world. Arsenal went invincible. Arsenal went 1 loss in 1991, won the title. Man City, Liverpool been battling it out, Centurions and all of that. Every point matters. So you can't have a bad day at the office. And if you do, it's a big cock up. Yeah, cool. They've cocked up today. But like I said, from this day forward, Brentford, we better go out there and put in a performance. And even if we only win 1-0, it better be a very good performance. And unlucky, the keeper was out, had a weldy, blocked shots. It just weren't our day in front of goal, but we still got the win and we played great. That is what I want to see. Because if we're going to actually be genuine title contenders, which I do think we can be, yeah, and I do actually still think we will win the league. Yeah, maybe we will win it. We can't have more off days like Everton. Yeah, because Man City, as poor as they are, we know at any point they can click into gear. They haven't done that so far, and that is great. Cool, fantastic. There you go. Barca has scored. Right, I'm cute. Barca has scored. But we know Man City can click into gear at any point. Can we bounce back? Well, we have done against Manchester United and bounce back. Now we've got to do it again. Yeah, but let's not pretend that performance was horrible. Yeah, they showed nothing. Jordi Alba scored. They showed nothing. Yeah, Man City, even when they're poor, they're showing something. But anyway, big up to Matty for the donation as well, bro. Appreciate it. Top Gooners and Super Gooners incoming with points on the board argument. Yep, absolute facts. And even if Man City do beat us a couple of times, go above us. Oh, we've got a game in hand. Well, we heard all this crap last year, didn't we? Yeah, points on the board. We heard that. Then it was games in hand and points on the board. And where did we end up? 5th. 4 points ahead of Tottenham with 3 to play. El Neni, oh, he's been fantastic for 8 games. Oh, sign Eddie up to a new deal. What, the same 2 players that took us from 4th to 5th? Literally from 4th to 5th. And this is the thing. People say you're negative. Why are you always moaning? I had people on my fan cam yesterday, yeah, going, oh, yeah, this guy's feasting tonight. First time since Manchester United game. Really? Really? I say the same thing every single day. 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, depending on what streams I'm on. And I have done for years. Like I said, I was on the protests to get Wenger out the football club for finishing 2nd to Leicester, because 2nd weren't good enough. 2nd is first loser. When we have this mentality within our fan base, this is why we have gone so long. Yeah. Arsenal top gooners and super fans alike all knee sliding across their living rooms tonight because Harry Kane beat Man City. Cool. Fantastic. Well done. Man City lost. But so did we. Now look at it as that was a massive opportunity to go even further clear. And that could come back to bite us. It may or may not. We don't know. It's all hypothetical. Cool. But when you have the standards of win every game, compete for every game, do your best. Did we do our best yesterday? I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. But there we go. Cannot afford to not to treat every game like a cup final. Facts, bro. But unfortunately, we're in the minority, mate. We're in the minority because there's millions of serial perennial losers that have infested football over the last 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, whatever it may be, that listen to Sky Sports, who are absolutely nicking a living, by the way. Absolutely nicking a living. The top 4 race just heated up with Tottenham's win. What? Who cares about 4th? Tottenham, Jolien, who put the comment in earlier, he messaged me a voice message. Just been listening to TalkSport. A Tottenham fan said, oh, that's revived our top 4 ambitions this season. And that is supposedly our rivals. That's our rival. They're just happy to see Champions League nights. They don't care about winning nothing, Tottenham fans. They're just happy to be in the top 4. To qualify after finishing first, second, or third loser, to qualify for a tournament that they're never going to win. That is modern football, people. That is what Sky Sports are dressing it up as. Oh, the top 4 race. No, you finished as a loser, my friend, to enter a competition that you also lost. And around and around and around we go. Why? Because they make dough out of it. Facts. Absolute facts. The aim of elite sport is not to finish 4th. The aim of elite sport is to win the major honour, the title, the trophy. That is the aim of football, to win the trophy. Go and ask Joe Calzaghe, Floyd Mayweather, and all these other people in boxing, what's it like finishing 2nd, mate? Well, I lost. Oh, they don't know how it feels to finish 2nd because they never lost. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? Go and ask Usain Bolt. Yeah, oh, when you finish 2nd or 3rd, mate, it'll be like, no. I'm here to win. Yeah, go and ask Michael Jordan. Go and watch The Last Dance on Netflix. Yeah, that guy's mentality, he would have most of these football players of this generation in tears with his mentality. The aim is not to finish 2nd, 3rd, or 4th, despite what other people tell you, despite people lauding up mediocrity. Oh, it's all right. We're in the Champions League. Okay, cool. So let's say we don't win nothing this season and we get Champions League football. We've gone back to the same level that we were at when we all wanted Wenger out back in the day at some point that was deemed not good enough. Oh, yeah, but we're on the upward trajectory. We should never have dropped. But because it was infested with serial losers listening to a man that was only there thinking of his pound note in his pocket, we can't compete whilst he was the highest paid manager in world football for 5-6 years straight, winning nothing. People have listened to that and gone, oh, but we're on an upward trajectory. We can't compete. Chelsea ruined football. City ruined football. No. We have money. We have a load of money and we can compete financially. Let's not dress this up. We can compete financially. I remember Gary Neville sitting on Sky Sports one day, sitting there going, well, yeah, Arsenal have had to get rid of some of their players because they're trying to pay the stadium off and balance the books. Really? And yeah, they're doing really well, Gary. Like Gary's like, oh, yeah, they're doing really well because the stadium's nearly paid off. Really? At that point when he said that, I think there was still 19 years of the stadium debt left. These people are only out there to push the Sky Sports narrative for you to pay the fee every month. The top 4 races hotting up. Oh my God, the title races just took a big blow for City. Like, it's all dramatics. They had to get you to pay your 60 quid a month fee to watch that crap. Sky Sports News, Cover, Damesh Chef, sources close to Sky Sports. Mate, MFR. I don't want to swear. MFR. Trust me, I have more I have more sources close to Arsenal than you do. I knew Matt Ryan was signing. Why didn't Sky Sports know that? I knew it 2 days before. They didn't even know it till it was announced. I knew Pepe was at the training ground with Laka. How comes nobody knew that? I said he was shown around by Laka. 2 days later, bang, Arsenal put it on their YouTube channel. Tierney's passed his medical. I said it on a live stream with Chig. All the OGs in the chat will remember that. 4 hours later, Sky Sports breaking news. Tierney's en route for a medical. No, he weren't. He was sat in Sopwell House Hotel. Sky Sports sources are bollocks. And I've sworn I shouldn't. But anyway, let's continue. Jorginho, super sub. Yeah, came on, gave the ball away 6 times. Yay. As soon as he came on the pitch, we conceded. Who makes a substitution when you're defending a corner, by the way? You get taught that when you're little. Don't make a sub when you're defending a corner or a free kick. What do I know? Negative. If United win on Wednesday, they're level with City. Excuse me. Yes, they are. And let's be real. Me personally, right now, they are a problem. Yes, they're 8 points behind us. That's cool. They're 8 points behind us. Right? And all the people that are going to write them out of that 8 points behind with a game in hand are the very same people that if we had won yesterday and gone 8 points with a game in hand over Manchester City, would be sitting there saying, oh, no, but we're still not favourites. Why? Because they don't want to give any accountability to this football club because it's all, oh, let's just have good vibes. And if we lose, we can spin it as we weren't expected to win it. Well, at the start of the season, 4 of our first team squad members, Smith Rowe, Xhaka, Ramsdale, and our club captain, Martin Odegaard, said top 4 and Europa League this season. So then the whole fan base online, majority of them, 70% of them, 80% of them, went with that narrative. Oh, he's got to win the Europa League and get top 4 this season. Cool. But then we lose the FA Cup. We've got bigger fish to fry, mate. Okay, cool. So there's no accountability for the FA Cup. Yeah, no accountability for losing Brighton in the League Cup. Cool. So that's 2 cups we've dismissed out of 4. Well done. Well done. Now, if we don't win the Europa League, don't win the league, that's now all 4 trophies we've not won, and we only get Champions League. Watch how they spin it. Well, we're back in the Champions League. We weren't expected to win the league. Yeah, come on. Champions League nights. Now we can attract better players. No, you can't. We can attract better players if you pay the money, mate. Yeah, don't listen to Sky Sports BS about you have to have Champions League football to get better players. No, you don't. We've just seen Enzo Fernandez sign for Chelsea. Yeah, they're 10th. Yes, they're in the Champions League. Cool. I've seen them sign Antonio Conte, a Premier League winner. And who else did they sign? They signed somebody else when they were sat 10th and Conte won them the title. I have seen Man United sign Ibrahimovic when they had no Champions League football. We signed Aubameyang with no Champions League football. So let's not kid ourselves. We're back in the Champions League. Oh, nobody expected us to win the league. Yes. Oh, we can attract better players. Really? You do realize Edu's the one negotiating these deals, right? He couldn't close a door. Mad. Big up from Kentucky, Lee. Thanks for being the voice of demanding the best from this team and not accepting top 4 loser mentality. I'll just say what I'm saying, bro. These legends behind me, yeah, that's the standards that should never have dropped. Never have dropped. We are moving to that stadium to compete with Real Madrid and Barca and Bayern Munich. How many titles have they won since? And champions? In fact, Add up how many trophies them 3 clubs have won since we moved to that stadium. Embarrassing. But now if we get Champions League football and don't win nothing, that would be deemed as the biggest success ever. Oh my God, Super Mick Arteta got us back in the Champions League. Yeah, only done 400 mil, by the way, 4 seasons. But that's now success. To go back to the level that we were at anyway, that was deemed not successful and not good enough. Oh, but, you know, we're on the upward trajectory. We should never have been on a downward one in the first place. But unfortunately, we've got too many losers that have infiltrated this fan base that are happy with mediocrity because it's just good vibes, no accountability. Let's all just get on as an Arsenal family. You ain't my family. I ain't your family. You ain't family, mate. You're not family. You just all support the same club. And most of the people online that support this club, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, haven't got one Scooby-Doo about this football club. If they did, they'd be on board with, let's keep the standards up here. It's unacceptable. If you don't win nothing this season, they should all be sacked. But no, they won't. It'll be Champions League, goosebumps, we're back. Oh my God. Oh, what a win. Normalizing mediocrity again. We have to win something this season. Yeah? Have to win something this season. And if we don't, then it's again another failure. Another 4 trophies we've had a chance to win. We've thrown 2 in the bin already. What do I know? Usain Bolt didn't go into races to finish 4th. Fact. Facts. Do you think, Lee, I don't think Arteta really wanted to win that match. We didn't even play for a draw. Mate, I don't know what happened yesterday, but it was shambolic. Yeah, the manager, the coaching staff, the players, I don't know what he said at half time. It was a shambles. You have to, like Kenny says it all the time, and big up Kenny Ken. You have to earn the right to play football. You have to win the midfield battle, and you have to earn the respect to play ball. And what do we do? Oh, we're very timid. Oh, it doesn't matter if we lose. We're still top. Hopefully Tottenham can win. Let's rely on ourselves, yeah? Jesus Christ. If you want something doing, you do it yourself. Don't ask someone else because they won't ever get to your standard. Jesus Christ. If you're an elite level sportsman, you should be striving to win everything, every single day in training, yeah, in matches, when you play with your kids in a game of chess or a game of Scrabble. Elite mentality. But unfortunately, society has been infiltrated with losers, mate. And that's gone into football. And it don't matter if you don't win anymore. Like I said, I'd go back to when my daughter went on her sports day last year. She finished 4th, ironically, in the egg and spoon race. The person that finished 30th got the same little golden medal with a little certificate as the person, my daughter, that finished 4th. She got the same one as the person that finished 1st. 1 to 30, they all got a little, oh, well done. Here you go, put the gold medal on. Oh, you did it. Oh, well done, pat on the back. Oh, you competed. Yay, yay. No, she phoned me up buzzing. I was like, you finished 4th. That's 3rd loser. Come back when you win. Oh, but no, you're so toxic. That's harsh. No, it's teaching mentality, mate. Their mentality is lost on society. Yeah, it don't matter. It's the competing. No. It's taking part that counts. No, it ain't. It's the winning that counts. Nobody remembers the losers, mate. Nobody remembers a loser. Nobody remembers the loser. Anyway, let's carry on for another 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I'll get out of here at 50 minutes. Man United ain't winning their next game. Who is Man United's next game, by the way? Barcelona are 2-0 up now, by the way. Sevilla have still only had 1 shot. Ah, dear. Tell them. Exactly. Tell them. Real talk. Only speak the truth, my friend. Let's carry on. Zinchenko came in and said we can win the league. Exactly, bro. That is the mentality. That is the mentality I want. Yeah, and they all laughed at him. That tells you everything you need to know about Arsenal Football Club. Zinchenko walked in and said, no, we can go for a title this season. They all started laughing at him. On that basis alone, bin the lot of them. What do you mean we can win the league? Don't be dumb. Yeah. If any football player that is playing at a top club like Arsenal, with all the history, tradition, the cup doubles, the invincibles, the doubles, European night, Alan Smith, Bosch, and all of that, the rich history that we have and the tradition that we have, if any single player is coming to Arsenal Football Club without the mentality of, I want to win the league, they should leave immediately. And if they don't leave, the club should pot them, rip your contract up, piss off to Burnley. Yeah. In fact, probably that's a bad example because they're top of their league right now. Maybe go to Bolton. Yeah, maybe Bolton. Yeah, maybe go there. Because if you ain't coming here to win me a title and win us as fans a title and win yourself a title, what are you doing apart from nicking a living? But no, unfortunately, I'm too real for these people, mate. It's all about, oh, it's good vibes. You're so negative. Like the whole Arsenal team is sat here watching this. In fact, maybe they should watch it because maybe they'd understand the passion, the fire, and the hunger in my belly for this football club to do what they said they were going to do 19 years ago. Yeah, when they told me they were moving stadium. So all these people that want to sit and chat crap and I'm negative, cool. I've seen us win 5 league titles, mate. How many you seen? I've seen us win 17 trophies, not including community shields, which is just a glorified soccer aid, by the way. Oh, but he's won 2 trophies, you absolute losers. Get in the bin. That ain't a trophy. That's like Harry Kane lording up an Audi Cup. I remember El Neni was the only one who said we should be going for the league. Yes. Yes, exactly. Big up Factual Gooner. El Neni said that and people laughed. Yeah, I laughed because out of all of the players in that team that were saying it, it was him. Probably the least technically gifted footballer we have. But I'll tell you something, he's the smartest footballer we have. There's the smartest footballer we have because he gets the ball and he don't think he's something special. Bang, I'll pass to someone better. Bang, I'll do the dirty work. Bang, I'll slide tag. Bang, I'll pass the ball forward. Bang, I'll score a screamer every now and again. They don't think his ish don't stink. He's humble. He gets the ball. Bang, I'm no good. I'm here to destroy and give the ball to a technically gifted footballer. And that guy's saying we should win the league. I remember Ivan Toney, when they got in the Premier League, Brentford, he said, yeah, the aim is to go for the title. And everyone's, hell, Ivan Toney's saying go for the title for Brentford. Hello, at least he gets the aim of elite sport. At least he gets it. Sign him immediately. That's the player I want in my club. Sign him. Anyone who thinks, yeah, bang, we should be going for a title, sign them now. Yeah, not these weak prima donnas that are nicking millions a year just to mince around the football pitch, giving half-assed performances every now and again. Yeah, and just going, oh, well, I'll put out a social media post saying, I'm sorry I let the fans down. It weren't quite the fucking debut I wanted. Shut up, Jorginho. You're here for a paycheck, mate. Get in the bin. You don't care about Arsenal. You don't care about winning nothing here. You just came here because Chelsea wanted you out and it was the next big club that came in for you. Yeah, because no other big club were coming in for him. Let's be real with it. We're the only club that wanted him. Again, comfortable. Comfortable. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on. Top G as Kuna owner. Oh dear. Anyone that's laughing at Chelsea with their ownership, yeah, trust me, I would love that kind of owner. Love that kind of owner. I'd love a Roman Abramovich. I'd love a Todd Bowley, a Sheikh Mansour. I'd love the PSG owners. I'd love somebody like that because they would absolutely make a mockery of all these absolutely serial losers that have infested this football club. Yeah. And do you know what the mad thing is? If you ask most of these people that sit there and say we're toxic and negative because we demand the very best, which is the aim for elite sport, is to be the best, right? But when we sit here and we're getting told we're toxic and negative, ask every single one of them, what year did you start supporting Arsenal, mate? And I guarantee nailed on 90% of them started supporting the year we won a trophy. So why did you support Arsenal? Oh, because they were the best. They won a trophy. Most of them will say that because it was 02, it was 04, it was 98, 91, whatever it may be. It was because you won a trophy. I started supporting Arsenal in 88. The next year, we went and won the league at 89 at Anfield. You ask most of these people why they support this football club, because Arsenal were the best. They played great football. Invincibles, Henry, Bergkamp, Vieira, Pires, Lehmann, Cole. Come on, we could keep going. Top player, Arsene Wenger, all of this. But it was because we were the best. Now, fast forward all these years later, I'm negative because I want to carry on being the best. But you're down there like little cucaracha running around. Cucaracha. Yeah, cucaracha. Because you've decided to be a loser. Because you've been infested with PR and brainwashing from Sky Sports, BT Sport, any media outlet, players, managers coming out saying top 4, all of this crap. The whole reason you started supporting the club that I support is because we were winning. And now you're not wanting to win. These are all Bellerin type characters, by the way. Alexis Sanchez wanted to win too much. Yeah, sometimes it can be too. He wanted to win, and sometimes it could be too much. This is the majority of our online fans. It's too much to want to win. Yeah, because it's not about the winning, mate. It's about the taking part. Yeah, said nobody other than a loser. 91, good season. We should have gone invincible that season, but nobody remembers that, mate, because it's all about Premier League. Yeah, it's all about Premier League. Yeah, Premier League invented football. Yeah, 1991, 3 of our back 4 were missing. We lost 2-1 to Chelsea. The only game we lost that season, I think Tony Adams was in jail. Yeah, and we played Michael Thomas at centre-back and lost 2-1 to Chelsea. If we had our back 4, the famous back 4, we would have been talking about George Graham invincible. Nobody even cares though, mate. I think Paul Merson won Young Player of the Year that year as well. Yeah, what a fucking player he was. But again, most of our new school fans don't educate themselves on that. Wow, 1974, come on. They were peak times, bro. I can't lie, that was in the gutter times. In the gutter times. But anyway, big up to Nippon, man. Thoughts on Top Gooners trying to convince themselves that Chelsea downgraded by selling Jorginho and buying Enzo. He who laughs last laughs longest, mate. I see enough from Enzo Fernandez in 90-odd minutes the other night to know that that guy is a top-class footballer. I see enough from Jorginho in 20 minutes to know he stinks. Big up Nippon, man. 89, me and my dad. Exactly, bro. Come on, that's how we roll. Wasn't alive in 89. I bet you know more about 89 than most of these idiots that tell me I'm a fake fan. Yeah, that started supporting the club in 2012 or something. 1967, Jez. There you go, Jez. There you go. 1967. You have seen it all, but you were seen as toxic and negative, mate. By some 14-year-old that's seen nothing. Crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy, mate. Unbelievable. But that's social media, mate. Paul Merson, the Grealish of the 90s. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good comparison, to be fair. That is actually a good comparison. The Grealish of the 90s with a bit of booze and a bit of ting. That's actually quite a good comparison because he was that kind of player. Very, very direct. But Merson was sick, mate. Merson was such a good player. Big up Tony, man. 97, come on. 97, baby. But anyway, you tell them, plastic fans. Bro, it's not about people. Listen, every person that supports a football club, cool, there's a reason why they support that football club. Yeah, and I don't make out I'm better than everybody else just because I've been to games and been around the world and watched football and all of that. Cool, and now I run a channel. Cool. No, the ones that don't educate themselves, that want to chat shit to me, that want to tell me I'm fake, yeah, that want to tell me I'm negative and toxic, they're the ones that I go at. Because if I sat there and asked them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 10 basic Arsenal history questions, they'd look at me like I'm an alien. Yeah. Learn the football club, learn the background of the football club, learn the history, tradition. I don't know every ex-player that's played for Arsenal. Like, I don't know everything about Arsenal Football Club, but you know what? I do try to educate myself every single day about something. Every single day. Yeah. Like, and these fans these days, mate, they're more interested in just bantering, laughing, trolling, having super fan debate. What is a super fan? Please tell me. What is a super fan? What, somebody that's never been to a game, yeah, that happens to have a channel and twerks for next man. And we can have a bit of banter and a bit of to and fro. Sorry, mate. No, that's not what I class as a super fan. Yeah, a super fan is somebody like Jez. Yeah, somebody like Maria who passed away. People like that have lived it, grown up in multiple eras, learned the history of the football club, bleed the football club, go to games or not go to games, but at least know the history of the football club. Yeah, and at least know basic history. Yeah, and don't sit there chatting crap online to people when they're sitting there going, oh, yeah, spitting truths. No, you're plastic. What plastic? Because I don't rate the manager or the owner or the players. Mate, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, I could say right now, yeah, I could say right now, 5 questions right now, and I guarantee Most of you in my chat would know the answers to them, even if you're not an Arsenal fan. Why? Because the age group that watches this channel is not teenagers. And that's no disrespect to the ones that do and actually like the channel. Yeah, but I see my analytics. 45 million views in 4 years and less than 2% are under the age of 18. I'm proud of that. I don't want 14-year-olds watching me. Because most of them have got way too much mouth on them. And lucky that they're growing up in this era where if you touch them, you're in a madness. Yeah, because in my generation, and I'm an old man, yeah, we used to get a backhand and it weren't even frowned upon. Yeah, no phone cameras then. Yeah, no nothing then. But anyway, these kids are way too comfortable chatting crap on the internet without getting a slap. Mike Tyson told everybody. 1987. Come on, Linda. Come on. Big up to you, girl. 1989. Fully committed to Arsenal. Watched the Anfield game with my father. Big up, man. Exactly. That was the first game that I remember watching. That was the first game I remember watching. I didn't really realize how big of an achievement it was because I was just turning 7. Like, it's only when I got older and realized, wow, that was mad. Terry Neal and Don Howe. There you go, bro. You've been in the dark times. You've been in the dark times. Yeah, come on. Big up to you, Fuzzy Hacks, man. Come on. I hope Newcastle win the final, bro. I'm 15, but love watching your channel. Big up to you, man. There's a lot of teenagers that do watch this and do watch the show with me, Kenny, Jez, the podcasts and stuff like that do actually watch it to educate themselves on the football club. And I rate you people for doing that because 99% of teenagers these days couldn't give a shit. It's all about, oh, let me just go on my Twitter account and laugh at everyone else. Okay, mate, how about you get your own house in order before laughing at every other club? The only club that we can genuinely laugh at out of the big 6 clubs, which ain't even a thing to me, big 6 clubs, do me a favour, but the new school big 6 clubs, the only club that we can actually sit there and laugh at is Tottenham. That's it. Liverpool, we can't. They've won more than us. Man United, we can't. They've won more than us. Man City, we can't. They're clear of us. Miles clear. In recent history, yes, we're still a bigger football club and have won more than them. But in recent history, we're nowhere near. It's night and day. Chelsea, can we laugh at them? They've won it all. They have literally won it all. Why? Because they got an owner that came in and wanted to win. They've got a fan base on side. Yeah, they got loads of new fans that come along because of the recent success that they had. And guess what? The majority of them have never dropped the standards. Whereas we get success, a load of new fans jump on board, which is cool. You want to support the team that's winning, which is funny because when you're a kid, unless it's been passed down through generation, most football fans will support the team that is successful. And then you get all these years later, I don't matter about winning anymore. It's taking part, mate. What happened to you? Because when you was a little kid and you started supporting Arsenal, Man United, it's because they were the best. So why don't you want to be that anymore? What happened? Where did you go wrong in life that you decided to become a loser? Mad. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I went on way too long. But big up to everybody. 1,200 still in there. Smash the like button, people. And I'll pin a load of comments real quick. Big up to Tasno, man. My channel analytics show 100% of my audience is over 25. Big up for that, mate. Big up. I'm over 21. Born in 74. My cousin is Viv Anderson, who played for Arsenal. No way. Big up Viv Anderson. Come on. No way. That's your cousin. That's mad. That is actually mad. If you don't know who Viv Anderson is, people, Google him. Google him. They need chucking in your barrel. They can get in the bin with serial loser Harry Kane, mate. Oh, yes. Congratulations, Harry. You've scored 267 goals that have meant you've won 0 trophies. That should be lauded as a success. Get in the bin, man. Get in the bin. When Thierry Henry broke the Arsenal goal-scoring record, it meant something. When Ian Wright did it, it meant something. When most players break the goal-scoring record, it means something. So, Grandad, what did you win? Oh, I didn't win anything, but I'm Tottenham's all-time top goal scorer. Nobody cares. Stop normalising mediocrity. Real talk. You know, Arsenal better come with a performance on Saturday. They better win something this season. Because if they ain't, then we've literally bottled four trophies this season and thrown them in the bin. But we weren't expected to anyway. Top 4 was the aim. David Ornstein told everyone last season that, oh, well, they were ahead of schedule anyway, so 5th don't matter. So the aim's 4th. Well, it is because our CEO came out on the 12th of January on Sky Sports and said well, we're going for top 4 this season. We were 7 points clear at that time. Vinay Venkatesham, you're a disgrace. Yeah, and I hope you get relegated. He's nicking a living anyway. Viv Anderson, Forest legends. Didn't he win the European Cup with Forest? I think he won the European Cup with Forest, didn't he? City will still win the league. I'm not sure, mate. I still think we'll win it, but at the end of the day, every loss counts. Yeah, every loss counts. It's not, oh, it don't matter. No, it does matter when you're going for a title. Don't matter if you just want to stay mid-table like Palace, yeah, and Brentford and teams like that. Sorry, no disrespect to them. We're Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, we smashed a beautiful stadium down where we were one of the best in the world to go and compete, to be consistently the best in the world. So every loss does count when you're going for a title. So, yeah, man, it's kind of crazy. Years ago, you had to win the league to get in the Champions League. Yes, back then it was called the European Cup. Unfortunately, mate, when them days started changing to top 4, yeah, and UEFA Cup went to Europa League and the top 4 race, Sky Sports and all of this crap, that is unfortunately, mate, when millions and millions of cucarachas infested football and lowered the standards. And that is when loads of owners bought football clubs based on the fact that TV money was going up and up and up, and a global audience was going up and up and up. And it is what it is. The rest is history. There you go. Our Arsenal PR team is 10 out of 10. So is Manchester United's, mate. Arsenal and Manchester United. That's why I don't take the piss out of United, because they're equally as shocking as Arsenal. That football club, in fact, it's actually worse for Man United because they're a bigger football club than us. I've met Tony Adams. I've never met him. I'd love to meet that guy. That is one player I've always wanted to meet and never have. Big up Mama Flossie. We've got Merson's autograph. I've actually played football with Merson. How mad is that? Quite often as well. Big up Merce. Anyway, think I heard Jimmy Greaves' couple of goals in the Community Shield weren't counted, so Kane would still be 3 behind on the Spurs. Yeah, bro, he's actually only 1 behind because he's gone above the record today. Yeah, so he's 1 behind Jimmy Greaves' actual record. But they chalked off 2 Community Shield goals for some reason off of Jimmy Greaves' record. So he is actually 1 goal behind Jimmy Greaves' initial record. Highbury was a fortress, small, intimidating ground. Exactly, facts. And now the Emirates is just a fucking day out. It's just another tourist attraction in London. 18th February, my birthday, bro. We'll be 21 again. Bro, I will wish you happy birthday on the 18th. And yeah, I wish I was 21 again, mate. Because when I was 21, Arsenal had just gone invincible. Yeah, invincible. Mad. Anyway, let's do a couple more and we'll get out of here. Big up to Jez. Tim Oswald, when you've been to 2,586 games, you can call me a fake, you mug. Look how many games Jez has been to. And people are out here calling him fake. Okay, can Tim Oswald tell Jez saying he don't know about the club? Because what Jez don't know about the club ain't worth knowing. But Jez, these people have got time, mate. They're just brain dead, backwards bent weirdos that have been fully sucked in. They've probably all been jabbed, still wear face nappies, believe everything that's on the TV, and believe in fourth being a trophy. It is what it is. But anyway, listen, big up to everyone in here, man. I met Christopher Ray. Come on. He was underrated as well, by the way. He had a hairline when he was 21. I did. Remember, Arsenal used to win and win more than they released merch. Back in the day, mate, it was the same home kit for 2 seasons and the same away kit for 2 seasons, but it was alternate seasons. So like 1 year, it'd be the home kit had come out, but you still keep the same away kit from last season. But that home kit's now for the next 2. So now the next season, the new away kit comes out. You keep that for 2. Then it's the new home and new away. So it was only 1 kit a season, but it was 1 every season. Now, mate, merch level 1 billion. It's all about merch. It's all about PR. It's all about vibes. It's all about the Arsenal family. Oh, it doesn't matter if we lose a game. Shut up, you serial losers. Yeah, keep the standards high, man. So he's done 40 games a season for over 50 years. Yes. Bro, he grew up right opposite Highbury. He'd open his front door and he's at the East Stand. His granddad was going in Herbert Chapman days, mate. Yeah, literally. Yeah, this is before we were infiltrated. Literally, since knee-eye to a grasshopper, Jez was at hArRY. Seen it all. And people want to sit there and chat crap. Same as Maria, man. That Maria, RIP to her, man. She went to, I remember seeing her in Ostersund away. She was tiny as well, so tiny. Yeah, and I said to her, I said, I'm so glad I've met you. I said, how many games have you been to? Yeah, as we were boarding at Ostersund Airport to come home after beating Ostersund. And she went, I'll be honest with you, I stopped counting at 3,500. These people are what I deem as super fans, not some fucking idiot sitting there that's just throwing fucking tickets around and fucking jumping up and down for a bit of traction on the internet. Yeah, that ain't a super fan to me. That's a fucking idiot. Is what it is. And on that bombshell, I'm getting out of here. Have a wonderful evening. I will be back again tomorrow. The Real Talk podcast. Yes, we are the Real Talk podcast. Me, Kenny, and Jez. Probably about 4,000, 5,000 games between us. All fakes, of course. And yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow. I will be back in the early afternoon as well. Lunchtime, I will be doing a stream. Then I'll be doing the podcast with the lads. Then I'm on with Henry Wright. And then I'll be doing a late show as well. Every week, every day next week, I'll be doing a 3 streams a day on this channel. So make sure you come and check that out. Subscribe to the second channel as well, by the way, because that video will be dropping very soon. Big up to the people that have got back to me, or the only person that's got back to me so far with the edit. Barca are 3-0 up. It finished 3-0, by the way. There you go. They've extended their lead at the top of the table. We smashed hArRY down to compete with them, by the way. Currently top of the table. But anyway, make sure you sub to the second channel, Lee Reacts. It's in the description of this video. And yeah, big up to everyone who's watched, man. This stream's been lit. It's been a nice bit of therapy, nice little education of what Arsenal are as a football club. We're not some tin pot club, believe it or not. We are actually a top football club. So now let's see us act as a fan base and hold the standards high. And yeah, we're out of here. Congratulations, hArRY, for winning nothing. Well done, mate. Losers. Adios, amigos. Losers out.